And we're live. What's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well, man. Thanks for joining me this evening. AL from The
Yes.
Big Break.
Yep. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So obviously we want to talk about, what this big break thing is.
Hmm.
But before that, I do want to talk to you a little bit about yourself and your background because I feel like I've been in the local music scene for a long time.
Hmm.
From my days dating back to 2005, working for a weekly entertainment magazine or newspaper rather called The Weekender. And then I spent some time in radio. So over the past 17 years, I've kind of been involved with local music. And I am not familiar with you. So maybe you're new to the scene. Maybe you've been around and I'm just an idiot. And, maybe we've crossed paths and I didn't know. So AL, what is your story?
Um, so I used to live here actually about 20 years ago. Uh, I joined the military and I left, and then I came back about 5 years ago. Um, so uh, let's backtrack a little bit. I was born in Israel. Uh, Moved to the United States in the 90s. I went to high school in Northwest area and in Wyoming Valley West between the two
Oh,
schools.
I gotta stop you.
Okay,
You went to Northwest.
I did.
What years were you there?
It would be 96 through 2000.
Wow. So I went to Lake Lehman.
Okay.
So for those of you who are not familiar with our geographic area, Northwest and Lehman were fairly close together.
Yep.
I knew some people who went to Northwest as well.
Nice.
So yeah, sorry to cut you off, but I felt like I had to
No,
interject
that's
there.
fine. That's
There's
fine.
not often times that I hear people coming from my neck of the woods, and that's
Right.
why I say that with a purpose because that area is the woods.
It is. It's very, very much the woods. Uh, anyway, after high school, joined the Air Force and been all over the U.S., all over the world. Um, and ended up in Denver, Colorado. My last duty station was over there, and I fell in love with Colorado. So I decided to stick around there for a while. While I was there, I went to school for filmmaking at the Art Institute of Colorado, and while I was going there, I simultaneously opened up my own video production company.
Oh, very cool.
So, yep.
Colorado is beautiful.
Oh yeah.
I'm unsure. Maybe we'll get into that. Why you left Colorado and came to this corner of the
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Well, family.
Sure.
Family.
Okay, that makes sense.
You um, there was a stop in Louisiana between Denver and here. Stayed there for about 4 years. Also family related, and yeah, now I'm here.
Yeah, I've been to Colorado twice, and I've considered not coming back because it's just but it's also like I don't know. I would probably need to be like in the Denver area because I'm not the outdoorsy type
Right.
to like appreciate Denver for what, or not Denver, but Colorado for what it really is. I've
Well,
stopped
the
by for a week or so, but
the music scene in Denver is there's nothing like it.
really,
There's really nothing like it. Any night of the week, walk down the street, and there's venues left and right playing local bands. I've seen some semi-national bands in some pretty small venues, so that's always cool. Um, just really, really thriving. So that's where I initially started the Big Break contest.
okay. So let's get right into that then. So you started the big break in Colorado. Were you in Denver?
I was.
Okay, cool. Um, and I guess just give us a little bit of a background on what the big break is and how it started.
Okay. The Big Break came through fruition basically because I'm also a musician, and as a filmmaker, I thought I'd be able to bring something to a band that just can't afford it. Honestly, I've been there before. Before I went to film school, I was still a musician before then, and we wanted a music video, and we wanted a track recording, and we wanted all this stuff, and it's just too expensive when you're struggling. Um, so a buddy of mine, Trevor O'Connor from Trevor Rocks Denver, and I came together to create the Big Break. And the Big Break is basically a contest that the winning band wins a fully produced music video, a track recording, and a photo shoot, along with a couple other things. Um, Recently, we added some news about the track recording. It's going to be produced by a major industry producer. I can't say his name right now, but that's going to come out later. So that's new.
Cool. And so, you started this in Colorado. When was that exactly?
2012,
Okay, so it's almost 10 years old.
almost.
Now, would you do that like every year? Would there be like maybe 2 seasons of the Big Break, or would it be like
I
every year? Or?
I would like to do it every year.
Okay,
That's the goal, is to do it every year.
and is that still happening in Colorado?
No,
So
no,
you brought it with you.
right.
Okay, cool. And when did it stop in Colorado?
2012.
Oh, it stopped then too.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it hasn't been going on for 10 years.
No.
Okay.
It ran just one time in Denver, and then life happened,
Hmm.
and now I'm here.
Okay.
Yep.
And how was it received in 2012 when you kind of launched it?
Great. It was successful. The band, the winning band, got exactly what we promised them. They were happy. Everybody was happy. It brought people together. It was just a good time all around.
And are they now like a national success? Did you blow them up?
Not quite.
Well, you never know.
No.
It could happen with this one.
They could.
And this time in northeastern Pennsylvania, I guess the submissions for the Big Break begin September 1st.
So bands have until August 31st to sign up. And then on September 1st, we announce 3 items that need to be placed in their submission video. And their submission video basically is 1 minute, up to 1 minute of them just introducing themselves, followed by their own homemade music video.
Okay.
So they have 3 months to complete this. They have 3 items, like I said, that need to be in there somewhere, somehow. And then they upload it to us, and we put it on a voting page. And then for a month, for the entire month of December, fans, family, everybody's going to be able to vote for their favorite videos once a day. And then the top 9 videos at the end of December, the top 9 bands go on to the next round.
Okay.
The next round is Battle of the Band style at a venue with three judges. And basically each band is going to play a 30 to 45 minute set. At the end of the night, we'll announce one winner from that night that's going to go on to the next round, the final round. So there's 3 nights of this. So 1 band from each night, 3 bands go on to the final round, and then they also battle it out. And we announce the winner that night.
And you said there are judges. Are they like celebrity judges? Are they industry people? Who can people expect?
Industry celebrities,
Okay.
judges, yes.
All right. Can't say.
Right.
All right. Everything's a secret.
For now.
So are you telling me that people like bands right now can enter to be a part of it?
Yep. thebigbreakcontest.com.
Okay. And they just like submit their name and the band who they are and like a
Mhm.
Spotify page, or what's the
Basically, they just submit all their info. There's a little form for them to fill out, and then the rest of the communication is going to be done through a newsletter type emails.
gotcha. And how many bands are you expecting to attract to this?
It's really hard to tell. It's hard to tell. I'd like to see at least 25 bands compete. That would be a good number for me.
Okay.
Uh, yeah.
Did I see before the actual battle of the bands at a venue? Um, is that done online? Is that what you said?
The voting part,
Yeah, I
the,
mean,
the the voting for the videos, yeah, that's done online.
okay. Um, that's a neat concept as far as like having the bands produce their own. 'Cause I mean, I feel like a lot of bands produce a lot of their own stuff these days with
Mhm.
technology and the access to.
Yeah, it should be cake.
Yeah.
It should be easy with technology today. Absolutely.
And are you expecting? I mean, like from past experience, I mean, have these videos been like pretty wild?
Um, the large range, anywhere from, I can't even explain it. They're online. You can see the submission, the winning videos. You can see them online at the Big Break contest as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
I'll have to check that out.
yeah.
I'd be interested to see because, like I said, I mean, it's pretty wild what people can do and bands can do on their own.
Hmm.
Um, and you guys are offering like a high end
Right.
video production, which, like you said, yeah, can get very expensive.
Absolutely.
And when you offer this as a prize, is this like a location of the producer's choice, or is this
It No, this is gonna be between the band and the producer.
cool?
It depends on who wins, what the genre is, what their song is about, the song that they pick. There's a lot of different variables that fall in there. Yeah, I can't just decide on a location right off the bat.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty neat that you guys will tailor it to the winning
Oh,
band.
absolutely.
Now, does it have to be a band, or could it be like a solo musician?
Um, it's That's a tough one. It's geared towards bands. I don't want to say a solo musician can't compete, um, but it is geared towards bands.
Right.
Towards
Okay.
big band, right?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to, you know, say no to
Right.
the struggling single guy without a band or a girl
Right.
without a band.
Right.
But I guess if they're good enough, then they enter and people vote. I mean, who knows?
Yep. Who knows?
Right.
That's right.
And you said you're a filmmaker, and so you could probably have a good idea of how much a well done produced video could cost, and what does that look like? I mean, if I'm in a band and I have these dreams of having a professionally produced video, um, and I have no idea what that looks like, or like I said, it's a dream of mine that I have. What kind of expense does that look like?
On the low end for a professionally produced video, you're looking at the $10,000 range,
Okay,
right? And it can go way,
sure.
way up, depending on what the video calls for.
And are you guys provided? Is this like a multi-day kind of thing, where or is however long it takes, or is there like a set limit, so to speak? Like, hey, like we are going to give you this prize, but this is kind of the threshold that we're willing to
I mean,
cover.
yeah, no, obviously there's going to be a threshold where we can't go over a certain amount.
Sure.
But that really depends on the sponsors that we get. We're still in the works of getting sponsorship, and then also how the tickets work at the door, because all of that is going to go towards the music video as well.
Okay, so it's not a full hard cost to you guys. There will be some kind of
Right,
cool.
right.
As far as sponsors go, I mean, who do you have right now? Like, what kind of sponsors are you looking for? Where can people submit? I'm guessing the bigbreakcontest.com as well, but
Yep.
um,
Yeah.
so
So, Fine and Beautiful Salon in Dallas. They've been really, really cool and really helpful. CC's Power Sports in 44th. Elite Audio Records. They're also the record company that's going to be recording the final song in
okay,
their studio.
whose
Uh,
studio is that?
Ronnie,
Ronnie. I've heard the name before.
yeah.
I just didn't know who owned it.
Um, and then there's also iArtist Nation, and yeah, that's who we have for now.
And if people were watching this or listening to this podcast and said, "Hey, I want to get involved," who would be a great sponsor for you guys? You're looking for, could it be anybody? Um, are you looking for anybody in particular?
No, just about anybody. You're dealing with uh, just the general public that likes music, right? So they need anything from car insurance to health insurance and shoes, you name it, energy drinks, whatever. Um, you know,
And they'll essentially be getting promotion for, from whenever the starts till the end of it, right?
right. We have a sponsor packet with 4 tiers that they can choose from, and each tier has its own list of goodies, perks that they would get.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Do you have a venue for the finals yet?
I have a few in mind. I don't have one locked in. There's still some negotiating to take place on that end.
Man, I can't like release any cool secret info.
I know. I know. I can say that the venue that I'm looking for would be an all age venue.
Okay.
I don't want to. Uh, I want to make sure that the younger bands have a chance to participate as well.
Sure. Yeah, that's important. Because and I used to, little history on me. I used to have a radio show for a little over 3 years, and I started doing live shows where we took the artists that I featured on the radio and put them, once a month in a venue where they could, perform. And I picked an all ages venue. It was Carl Hall in Wilkes-Barre, and because I wanted to, my goal was to introduce, even young people to music, because when I was growing up, and you can probably appreciate this, out in Hunlock Creek and Lake Lehman area, there weren't clubs to go to and attend shows at. So I didn't get to have that experience when I was young. I remember being 18, just wishing I was 21 so that I can go to the bars to see bands play. I wasn't even interested in getting drunk yet. I just wanted to see the music. But
Yeah.
yeah, so that's cool.
Yeah, I used to hitchhike to from Shiksheni to Wilkes-Barre to go to the what's it called? Metro.
Metro,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
There was Metro and Home Base, I think it was, and I never attended either one of them.
No.
Like I
Metro's.
said, I didn't have the balls to hitchhike like you. So I
Oh, I,
stayed
I had
in
to
the
get out of there.
yeah, I stayed in the country and rode my bike, and that was about it.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. But the big break. I mean, if you had your way, like this is the big break, this is your thing. I mean, what? Obviously, you want to give someone a well done music video. You want to give them, great photos, a whole winning package. Um, what would you hope for the band? Is this an attempt or a hope that they would be able to take that to the next step?
Yeah, I want to see him go platinum.
Send you one of those records on the
Yeah.
wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. And what's in it for you?
Uh it's fun. It's
Yeah.
fun for me. I enjoy doing it.
I wasn't implying that there was some kind of shady business going on, but I mean, obviously, it's a lot of work, and people don't understand that, like, there's a lot of work. There's, website development, and talking to people for sponsorships,
Oh
and
yeah.
doing interviews and getting the word out, and all this kind of stuff. It doesn't just happen overnight. There's a lot of work, a lot of time that goes into it. So it's always great to see individuals in this area, especially wanting to kind of, I don't want to say give back, but just create these kind of spaces for people to take advantage of.
Right. Yeah. I want to give people, I want to give bands the opportunity that I didn't have when I was in my, you know, band scene.
And what band was that?
Certain kind of Logic and So Help Me. They were both in Denver.
Okay. What kind of bands were they?
I guess you would call them new metal.
New metal. Okay.
New metal. Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
So,
is that like what's considered new metal? Like
um,
national artists? Is that like
it's like Corn
I don't want to say
and
Limp Bizkit, but like
Limp.
that era?
Yeah, you know that that whole scene.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which I mean, that was great. I love those bands.
Yeah.
I have no shame.
No, absolutely
Corn,
not.
Limp Bizkit,
Yeah.
Rage, right? That's kind of considered new metal.
No, no,
No?
I wouldn't go that far. No, but like Disturbed,
Okay.
you know, all those guys.
And do you currently play in a band now, or you're kind of hanging it up and trying to find the
Um,
next big thing?
I am not currently playing in a band. I have an idea of playing in a band, but time and age aren't on my side.
It's
So,
funny
um,
how that happens.
oh yeah, man, it sneaks up on you. And just just jamming with someone is good enough for me at this point. Playing or recording a song with some having a project with a couple of different artists would be cool. But nothing real serious. No.
Have you been involved with any of the local scene since you've been back? Um,
I have not. I
no.
have not. So I'm really excited to jump into this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, this is gotta be like an interesting thing for you to try and introduce yourself, or reintroduce yourself to the area because you were from here,
Hmm.
essentially. But yeah, like I said, I haven't heard of you. And I'm like,
Right. Yeah. Who's
who's
this
this
guy?
guy?
Right.
But I appreciate what he's doing, and I definitely want to talk to him and help him get the word out.
Well, I appreciate
Uh,
that.
yeah, yeah. This scene, I mean, I feel like it was really on an upward climb, and then COVID hit, which didn't do any good for anybody.
Right.
Because like this area, I think had a great scene. I think I want to say early 2000s, mid 2000s, and then like we had the economy
Late
kind of
late
shit in the bed.
90s.
Yeah, the economy kind of shit the bed in like 2008, and like people's just habits kind of changed. So like a lot of places that had bands turned to DJs, and then it's been hard to overcome that. And
Hmm.
then is there a demand for local original music? And there was a lack of places to play. I think Scranton had a thriving scene. They had the V Spot and Stage West and the Keys when that was open. There's probably more than I'm missing right now, but there was places for people to play up north there. Not so much in Wilkes-Barre, the Wilkes-Barre area. Carl Hall opening up was good for the local scene. We always had the Jazz Cafe. Um, but a lot of the places that were go-tos kind of stopped having bands or closed.
Well, I think COVID, as bad as it is, silver lining is it gave me the time to be able to sit there and think about relaunching the big break and work on the website and talk to people and get all that stuff rolling. So I think timing wise with the pandemic coming to an end, hopefully, um, there's going to be a lot of people that are going to want to go out and do things, and hopefully we'll see them at the big break.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think people have been like cooped up for far too long, and
Oh yeah.
unfortunately, I'm seeing like this Delta variant, and I don't even want to talk about it, but it's like hard
No,
not to.
no.
Is every time you look, I mean, I think the Foo Fighters had an issue with COVID. Um, the Yankees Red Sox game got postponed tonight. I'm a big Red Sox fan. That's how I know that. Uh, boo Yankees. But they like three of their guys have COVID, and there's like three they're waiting for like real test results because I think the rapid test came back positive or something like that. I forget. But it's not. It's kind of I think we'll be putting those masks back on before we know it.
Yeah, I hope you're wrong,
I
but
hope I am too.
I think you're probably right. But time will tell.
Yeah. What happens? I mean, we're probably getting ahead of ourselves here. Or I'm getting ahead of myself. Um, this the big break, moves forward and this all happens, but things kind of take a ugly turn. I mean, is there a way to have this be an online only thing instead of having
Um,
a battle of the bands at a venue?
that is possible.
Plan for it. Backup
Right.
plan, right?
Right. That's possible. I'm not going to say that's impossible. But really, it's just roll with the punches. As we figure things out. Um,
Nothing's gonna happen. We're all gonna be
yeah.
safe. No masks. No COVID.
Knock on wood.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we can go through another round of that.
No. No.
I don't know if people would just like even believe it though. They'll probably just be like, you know what, not doing this again. Not doing it again.
Some people
Yeah,
probably. There's some people that didn't do it the first time.
right.
So, you know.
And you said so it gave you kind of like a year or so to plan this and
Mm-hmm.
prepare for it. Um, how else did it affect your life? I mean, obviously, I don't love talking about COVID because like I think we're on the other side of it, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's part of our lives. It was a huge part of our lives for the past year and a half. I mean, what was that like for you?
Um, well, I spent the last year and a half working from home. And that was, I don't know, it's got its pros and cons,
Yeah.
but forgetting how to socialize, talk to people, getting, just starting to stutter when you start to talk to people. It's just weird shit.
And what do you do for a living?
I do IT stuff for a living.
Okay.
Yeah, boring stuff.
Is it though?
No.
It's not boring.
No.
I wish I had like I'm lucky that I can get this whole thing set up and hit record and then find it after this is over to upload it. I wish I had like an ounce of knowledge in that space.
Yeah, I've been doing IT for a long time. That's what I did in the military.
Yeah.
That's where it all kind of started. So
I don't want to backtrack, but I mean, you spend a lot of your life in the military. I mean, what was that like?
6 years active duty. I was married at the time, so moving with kids, yeah, stressful.
Yeah, I don't envy that.
No, but overall, I wouldn't take anything back from my time in the military.
Yeah.
I think lots of really good lessons learned, met a lot of cool people, went to a lot of cool places, some not so cool places. Um, you know, Overall, I'd give it a 4 out of 5 on Yelp.
Well, thanks for your service.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't talk to a lot of people that have served, so it's always cool to be able to talk to those who have.
Yeah.
Some people have a great experience, and most of them have great experiences, and they would do it again. Um, I feel like it's not. I don't know. I don't want to like speak inappropriately, but I feel like joining the military now isn't it the same as it was, 25 years ago or even before that?
Well, I couldn't answer that. I wasn't
Yeah.
in the military 25 years ago, but I was in the military 10 years ago. And from other troops that I've talked to that are currently in or have recently separated, just the time between that of me leaving and now has already changed.
Yeah.
So it's constantly changing and evolving. It's not as it should,
Yeah.
because the world is constantly changing and evolving.
No kidding.
So
Yeah, you blink and
yep, gotta
something's
gotta
happening.
adapt. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, anything else about the big break?
Um, no, right now with the big break, we're basically looking for. I'm mostly focusing on getting bands to sign up. I'm focusing on that more than I am on sponsorship right now. It's really important that bands sign up.
Right.
It's going to make it. You know, so more bands sign up, healthier competition. You know,
Yeah. The more the merrier, for
that's
sure.
right. That's right.
Yeah. There's a lot of local talent here. I mean, that's one thing I miss about
Sure.
the radio show is just being able to share that music with people and be introduced to new stuff. I remember when I started the show in 2017, like I thought I had my finger on the pulse of like the local scene, and I was introduced to so many bands by doing that show that I was like, wow, I cannot believe that this music comes out of this area.
Mm-hmm. And well, and you're talking about this area. This contest is open to the entire state of Pennsylvania,
Oh, okay,
and
good to
right,
know.
and we've got a few bands that have already signed up from Pittsburgh. So, um, so that was shocking when I saw that, but very welcoming.
Well, that's important to know.
Yep,
And is it just Pennsylvania then?
it's just Pennsylvania.
Okay.
That's right.
Do you have to provide an ID?
Uh, no, but we'll
The honor
we'll know if
system. Honor system.
honor system,
All
right?
right.
We'll know from your Facebook page.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you can't hide it from anybody anymore, right?
Right, right.
Plus, I'm sure with IT, you can probably hack into people's computers and stuff, right?
What?
He'll find you. Do not lie. Do not lie. That's cool. I wasn't even thinking about that. I'm glad you mentioned it. As far as who can be a part of this. As far as the venue goes, you're going to try and keep that in northeastern Pennsylvania, or is that just
Right.
kind of
Yeah,
okay?
no, and that's actually the first rule in the rules of regulations is that if you participate, you are uh, willing to travel to the northeastern Pennsylvania to participate in the live battles.
Very cool. Your dog looks pumped. The dog's ready for the big break.
Oh, she is.
What kind of dog is that?
That's a healer.
I'm not sure I'm familiar. I'm not a big dog guy though, so I had golden retrievers growing up and a yellow lab.
A healer is a Australian Shepherd.
Okay.
So
Australian Shepherd. Cool.
So kind of like a German Shepherd, but
yeah,
from Australia. And they're not actually even from Australia.
No.
No. It's weird. They're from
Lies.
somewhere in California.
Yeah. Lies.
I know.
You traveled around a lot, you said. What's one of the coolest places you've been to?
The place I landed, Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah, hands down. Love it.
I've never been to Denver except the airport. I've been in Steamboat and Longmont. Both great places, but yeah. Yeah, one of my best friends still lives out in Steamboat.
Yeah, you should definitely go out and check out Denver.
Yeah.
The nightlife, rocking. The music scene, rocking. Yeah.
Well, I think maybe you should bring me up on as part of the big break, and we'll do some research out in Denver, Colorado. Not that, I mean, I feel like you don't know what's going on out there, so we need to do some research.
Right.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
All right,
absolutely.
book the flight. We'll go.
You got it.
Yeah, I should get back out there.
Flights are cheap though. You know,
Yeah, no one's
flights,
flying, right? Or are people flying again? I don't even know.
they're flying with masks.
Yeah, well, that's probably
You
smart.
know, right. But yeah, flights are cheap from here to Denver.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah.
You should go.
Yes. I should go.
You should.
It's tough though with the wife and a kid.
Take them with you. They'd love
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
There's something to do for everyone.
You're probably right. It's a big city, right?
It is. It is.
What's a play? Is that somewhere you go back to, or is there, somewhere
I'd
else
go
you want
back.
to go? Yeah.
I'd go back, but you know, no solid plans right now.
Okay.
Um, I think I'll be here for a while.
All right. We gotta stay till at least the end of December,
Oh yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
That's part of the rules and regulations.
That's right. It's in there. Small print.
Eyal must stay until end of December and fulfill
Yes.
the big break contest.
Yes.
So
It would actually be February.
February. I can't do math.
Yeah.
I had a hard time with math the other day too. Okay, so yeah, let's run down the timeline again, so everyone knows. And then once we wrap things up, we'll play an official video from the Big Break Contest camp, where I'll explain all the fun stuff again. It'll give the website information, all that kind of stuff, where people can
Yep.
sign up. But let's real quick one more time run down the timeline for the Big Break Contest.
Okay. So August 31st is the deadline for bands to sign up at thebigbreakcontest.com. Then on September 1st, we're going to announce 3 items that need to show up in the music video, in the music video that they submit somewhere. Then December 1st starts online voting for the bands for their videos. January is going to be the first the second round, 3 shows, live shows. And then February would be the final round where we announce the winner.
Cool.
And then we go straight into production from there.
Right. Now, this might sound like a dumb question, but I feel like this is a pretty long process. I mean, but I'm sure there's a reason behind all of that. I hope there is.
So as far as 3 months, we want to give 3 months because
so they can create a video.
Right. I don't want to rush them. I don't want to, I don't want them to feel intimidated and not submit something because they feel rushed. 3 months. We talked about it years ago, and we figured that's a good amount of time for a band to come up with their own video. And then, the month of voting, we need at least 30 days of voting, right? And then goes into the live rounds. So it's a process, like you were saying.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot, but I guess when you break it down like that,
it's not really not. Right.
It's already middle of July right now. It is July 15th right now as we speak.
Right.
And I don't know where the year went.
No. Where did it go?
We're literally halfway through the entire year.
Uh-huh.
No. Yes.
Yeah.
No. More than half. Jesus.
More than half.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Well, I see this a lot at these podcasts. Happy to have someone like you here in this area doing cool things. We need more people like you. So, and thanks for joining me tonight to talk about it.
Thank you.
I wish you all the luck with it. I hope it's wildly successful.
I hope to see you there.
Yeah, I'll have to keep tabs on what's going on. I will not be submitting a music video. I have zero musical talent.
All right.
Zero. Like zero.
That's fair.
I don't even think I.
You enjoy music though. So
I love music. Yes,
that's important.
Yeah,
that's important.
So yeah, I'll keep tabs on what's going on and the venue and all that kind of stuff. And
all right.
Yeah, I don't even think I played the recorder in grade school that well. That's how little
Wow.
knowledge I have.
Everybody played the recorder.
Everyone played it, but not very well.
That's true.
I don't even know if anyone who could play it well was if it actually was well, because like that sounded
It's also
horrible.
true. Right.
Sounded horrible.
Uh-huh. Oh, I
But
can hear it.
yeah, I mean, I can too. Yeah.
Flashbacks.
Yeah, I'm trying. That's funny though. I mean, I remember you pull out the recorder from your little desk.
Uh-huh.
It was like, was that in music class or was that like regular
I
class?
think it was regular class.
Regular
I don't think
class,
it
right?
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a weird thing.
Yeah.
I guess they don't do that anymore, do they?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I I feel bad for kids not doing some of the stuff that we used to do, but also thankful that they don't do some of the things we used to do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when they cut funding out of music, for
Yeah, that's
public schools,
a terrible thing.
that was a major blow.
You'll probably appreciate this. I continue to, I don't want to say, I shouldn't say fight because I'm not doing anything to fight, but I continue to advocate for the legalization of marijuana recreationally,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, you were there, um, Colorado's done a great job with allocating those dollars from taxes appropriately. I feel like schools have benefited, and homeless have benefited, and things like that. And I'm not a big marijuana user myself. I'm not good at it. Um, I don't want it to be legal so that I can get high. I want this area to benefit from.
Thrive
Yes.
financially. Absolutely. And I
Yeah.
was there in Colorado for the transition from when it was just what's the word, decriminalized, and then it went from decriminalized to medical, and then medical to recreational. So I was there throughout that whole thing, and it was interesting to watch. um but no, I'm there with you. I think it should be completely recreational. Absolutely.
And it's
For
funny
this
how
for the same reasons.
right, and it's funny how there's people who think that the streets are just gonna be littered with people who are high, and just there's gonna be mayhem. It's like
No,
no, but yes, let's
this
fund the casino and listen to
right.
them about the
And,
tax
and
dollars.
and here's the
Never
thing:
saw.
if somebody wants to get high, they're going to get high
Right,
regardless.
right.
So might as well get some tax money out of that and put it back into us.
Yeah, I'm still, the casino was a big like tax revenue thing, and fireworks, as of the past like 2 or 3 years were big. And I don't see anything.
Nope.
I mean,
No,
not that I'm looking either, but
the roads in Wilkes-Barre still kind of suck.
the roads in PA in general, man,
Yeah,
dude. I
that's true.
remember I was just got we were in Maryland a couple of weeks ago, and it's like the minute you cross the border into Pennsylvania, it's
Yep.
like the road is just like uneven. It just
If you miss the sign, don't worry about it. The road will let you know.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a shame. It's just you know, um, there's some good people fighting for it now, um,
Hmm.
but it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, and Tom Wolfe, I remember him talking about. I want to say it was 2016, maybe. He was saying how let's just watch and wait and see what Colorado does before we, you know, go and make the move.
hmm.
And it wasn't until like last year or maybe even early this year he started like promoting it and wanting to,
Really advocating for it.
yeah.
Right.
It's like, oh, why? Because the state's broker than ever. Like, now you want to do it?
Hey, you know what? Better late than never.
I guess. Yeah, you're right. I
you know,
shouldn't complain, but it's just like, dude.
just get on it.
Yeah.
But
But
they keep shooting it down. So
yeah, there's a lot of states too that are like even advanced past weed.
mhm.
Like, I think mushrooms are.
Right.
Legal in, was it Oregon?
Uh, basically every drug is legal in Oregon. So
I don't know.
yeah. So
Well, Tom Wolfe, if you're listening, make it happen.
make it happen.
Make it happen.
Do it.
Make it so. That'd be funny if Tom Wolfe was listening to this right now.
Yeah.
But all right, man.
All right.
Again, I'm happy you're here doing this. I wish you the best of luck. Anything I can do more outside of this, let me know. I will be more than happy to help out where I can.
Right
So yes, thebigbreakcontest.com.
That's right.
Head there, find out everything you need to know about the contest.
Yep.
I'm sure there's a Facebook page, all that kind of fun
Like
stuff
us
as well.
on Facebook, do all that fun stuff. Yeah. Absolutely.
Twitter.
No, not on Twitter.
No,
Not
Instagram.
on Twitter. Instagram.
All right, Facebook, Instagram, thebigbreakcontest.com, and then stick around for the video at the end, and you can find out more. So, Eyal, thank you very much.
All right. Thank
Best
you.
of luck again, and
Take care.
I'll talk to you soon.
All right, man.
Thanks, dude.